Okay, now you're going to say, well, Jeff, you sound defensive. And you're going to be right. And I'm going to be defensive right off the bat, even before I say something, because I know exactly what you're going to do or try to do with what I'm about to say. So I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you turn this rant on me and say that it's in any way misogynistic. I'm not going to let you turn the rant on me because I've had this rant before. So I've got experience. That's why I'm so defensive right off the bat. But I'm not going to let you turn this on me and imply in any way, shape, or form that it's homophobic. That's not going to be fair. If you do that, it's not fair and you're not listening to what I'm arguing. I'm not saying you have to like what I'm going to argue, but turning it around is not fair. Now, if you say, man, Ward, you certainly sound like the get off my lawn guy, for that you're probably going to be right, and I would have to say that's probably fair. I'm fine with that part. So typically this doesn't come up, and I have to space it out. In fact, I have to space it out over, you know what? I have to space it out over time because the response is always so angry. The response is always so confused. So I've no problem backing myself up. And it usually only comes up when figure skating is in the news. To be clear, I hate figure skating. I would rather rip my eyes out, but that's not the point. In the name of consistency, though, I think that I need to do this because I just want it to be said. I want to argue about it. I want to make my point. So little did I know. Something called, hang on, what is this called? Artistic swimming. I didn't know that was coming out today. I knew nothing about artistic swimming. But since artistic swimming is in the news, I thought, well, Jeff, in the name of transparency, in the name of consistency, you need to go on that rant. And so I'm going to. Here's the deal. Dancing may be athletic. Dancing can be artistic. Dancing is not sport. Ribbon dancing may be athletic. Ribbon dancing, you know, the thing where you wave them around. It may be artistic, but it's not sport. All right, let's quickly understand what is sport. And when you turn this thing around and start saying, but they're fit, that's not my point. Doesn't make it a sport. As I said, there are plenty of ballerinas that are really fit. It's not sport. It's art. It may be athletic. It may be creative. That's not sport. A potter's wheel is, I don't know, pretty creative. It's not sport. So what is sport? To me, what I'm going to argue with you is sport is measurable. Sport is not some drama-filled debate of subjective judgments. That's not sport. Oh, it's art and maybe fun, and you may like to participate in it, and I know it's really what you want to watch, but it's not sport. So let's just call it what it is. It's art. Athletic art. Non-athletic art. I don't care. It's not sport. Sport is measurable. So I bring it up because if American women had their way, the entire Olympics would be like The Bachelor, be American Idol. That's all it would be because that's all it is now. That's all it is. It's not sport. And the reason this happens, and this has been my rant about figure skating through the years, never once when somebody yells back, oh yeah, but you can't do it. That's correct. I can't do ribbon dance. I can't dance at all. That's not sport. That's not the point. So the Olympics, I don't even know why we even pretend to call it sport anymore, because it's not. It's not. It is primetime American-filled drama and art and dance for the American female viewing audience. That's all. That's all it is. You don't want to watch somebody throw the shot. See, the shot is measurable. You may hate it, but it's measurable. That's sport. You may not want to watch somebody run a race, but it's measurable. You may not want to watch somebody swim a race because that's measurable. That's sport. See, anything else is no different than The Bachelor. But yeah, if it's entertaining, okay. Don't call it sports because it's not. Because it's not measurable. You can't quantify the points, really. You just have judges. And that's what's happened to the Olympic Games. So I give you artistic swimming. What the hell is artistic swimming, you would say? I'll tell you what artistic swimming is. It's the same thing as skateboarding. It's the same thing as ballroom dancing. It's the same thing as figure skating. It's the same thing of any other fill-in-the-blank dance that now has taken over the Olympics because that's what American women will watch. And TV in prime time is made for American women. It is. Okay? Now, let me tell you something. If I paid $1 billion for the rights to the Olympic Games, you know what I would do? I'd give you ballroom dancing. I'd give you break dancing. I'd give you artistic swimming. I'd give you that stupid, idiotic ribbon dancing thing. I'd do all that stuff. Absolutely. I would give you The Bachelor every single night couched as some sort of fake sport with tan people. All you got to do is just put tan people and glitter in there, and that's all we need. I would do the same thing because that's the only way you're going to make your money back because that's the only thing Americans will watch. And in prime time, dance and art and drama is all American women will watch in prime time. No one's going to watch The Shot. I'm not sure you'll watch a swimming race. I know you won't watch the hurdles. I know you won't watch, and we can run through all the sports. The purity of sport, you're not going to watch it. So that's what we're doing now. We have taken the Olympic Games, all about sport, all about measurement and points, and we've turned them into American primetime dance and drama. It's basically the American Idol. And now we have something called artistic swimming. Is that different than synchronized swimming? I have no idea. I don't know how many different things you can do in the pool, but we've done it. And so, now don't yell at me about this. Do not turn this around. You know why we're going to now have artistic swimming, in my opinion? You can offer your own. And do not say, wow, that's misogynistic or homophobic. Don't do it. That's not going to be fair. You know why we now have artistic swimming in the Olympic Games? Just like we have ballroom dancing, just like we had skateboarding, just like we have break dancing. Break dancing. That's what we have. And I can go down the list because it's the stuff you really want to watch. It is. But somehow we still try to pretend that it's sport. You know why we have artistic swimming? I don't even know what it looks like, but I'm willing to bet it's a bunch of good-looking guys in Speedos dancing in the water. And that's what you'd like to watch. You know what you're not going to watch? Somebody throwing the shot put. You know what you will watch? Some great-looking guys dancing in the water. Or whatever they do in the water. Whatever's artistic in the water, I have no idea. Oh, but Jeff, you couldn't tread water for 30 minutes to a Lionel Richie song. Yeah, you're probably right. That doesn't make it sport. I'm sure these guys are incredibly fit. I mean, I don't know how many Lionel Richie songs they swim to. I don't know why I'm saying Lionel Richie songs, but I am. I just feel like Lionel Richie songs are playing. Set a jam box next to the pool and start dancing in the water. It's incredibly hard and athletic. Yes, absolutely. So is dancing. Yes, all that's true. That doesn't make it sport at all. So, coming to the games near you, just like figure skating, it's all the same thing. It's art, it's drama, it's glitter, and it's good-looking people because that's all that Americans will watch. That's it. You could just go and handpick, if they had any athletic ability at all, I bet they don't, you could go handpick the entire roster of the people on The Bachelor and just stick them in the Olympics because that's what Americans want. You don't want to see somebody run a race. You don't want to see them throw the javelin. You don't want to see them doing anything that's really measurable. What you want is drama and subjective judgment. That's what it's become. I said I wouldn't do it any other way. I really wouldn't. I mean, if I pay $1 billion, you know what I'm not going to do? I am not going to give Americans what they don't want to watch, which is sports. What I'm going to do, and I don't know what kind of focus group they put together. They may have some people that walk around and say, how can we find as many good-looking shirtless guys as possible in the water dancing that are going to make American women watch? They did it. They did it. They came up with something called, imagine this creative meeting. You're a producer for NBC, which owns the rights to the games, who's overpaid for the rights to the game and losing their shirt because of the Olympic Games. So they got to get American women to watch. You go around the table. What can we do? What can we do? We've done breakdancing. They didn't like that so much. We need the summer version of figure skating. It's got drama, good-looking people, subjective judgment, dance, glitter. It's got it all. We need the summer version of that, and somebody raised their hand. Some brilliant person raised their hand and said, Jeff, everybody check off the boxes. Shirtless dudes that are ripped, check. Speedos, check. Pop music, check. Dance, check. Oh my gosh, we got a home run. What is it called? You ready for it? Artistic swimming. Home run. Wow. That person gets a raise. That person gets a raise. I mean, it was just, what a innovative concept. No, it's not freaking sport at all. At all. It's no different. It's no different than the other dance. They brilliantly, though, found a way to get American women what they want in prime time: a bunch of talented, dancing, shirtless guys. And I'll bet you they probably have some Maroon 5 playing too. You know, I feel like that's going to be the first song of the first artistic dance is going to be Maroon 5, something. Maybe the entire competition will be a montage of Maroon 5. Am I get off the lawn guy? Absolutely. Absolutely. You got me. Absolutely. But just in the name of consistency, I say the same thing about figure skating. It is not sport. It's not fair. I don't trust it at all, and I don't know why you would, and I don't think you care. See, what you can trust is when somebody runs a race, who finished first, second, third, or whatever. You can trust that. You can trust the stopwatch. You can trust the measurement on the javelin or the discus. You can trust all that. When you trust it, it's sport. When it's measurable, it's real sport. The rest of this stuff is all we're going to do is complain about the judges. It's exactly what Americans want to do. I wish they would stop calling it sports in the Olympics and just call it, I don't know, athletic version to The Bachelor. Sport, the athletic version of American Idol, just something like that. Call it what it is. So, congratulations, America. I mean, we have completely bastardized the Olympic Games. We have completely hijacked it into something completely void of sports. We have hijacked all of the Olympics. You know, I'm sure the ancient Greeks really meant this stuff to happen, right? I'm sure they were thinking, you know, what we need to do is have some artistic swimming, doing flips in the pool. So we've completely hijacked it once again, just to make sure it's ours. I'm willing to bet we probably finish in the top 3 at this. I have no idea, but I'll bet you we do. I'd put some money down right now on whatever in the heck artistic swimming is, but I bet you the Americans finish in the top 3. So we've hijacked this thing, and I don't even know if there's going to be a race anymore. I don't even know why they even happen to do it. Maybe at 8 o'clock in the morning, you can do the shot put and a race, and the rest of the day will be a bunch of tan people with glitter dancing. It's exactly what Americans want. Congratulations. We've added to the list. You get to sit down one evening, and I don't even know how many guys are in the water at the same time. Maybe they have versions, they have pairs, they have teams, like 10, 12, 40. Congratulations. You get to watch dance. You get to watch tan people dance in the water.